Thank you very much for the warm welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, guests and valuable partners, I don't usually read speeches because I speak from what I know about and I speak from the heart. But it's important that today I do read my speech because it's important topics that I want to cover and I don't want you to miss. So you will forgive me for reading my speech today. So good morning and welcome to our inaugural investment summit of the uMngeni Municipality. I am deeply honoured to stand here as your mayor of this vibrant and promising community. Today we gather under the banner of an ecosystem of excellence, nurturing business and attracting investment. It is the theme that underscores the critical role that participants play and partnerships play in our journey towards prosperity and social progress. I'd like to thank the municipal officials under the leadership of Mr. Stoba, the municipal manager, the Economic Development Planning and Human Settlements Director, Ms. Sinenhlanhla Dlamini, who was sitting there a second ago, and the coordinator of this event, Mrs. Ayanda Makhaya and her team. I'd also like to thank our other partners in government and other government entities, academia, councillors, and most importantly, the private sector and stakeholders who are here from both business and NPOs. A special welcome to our partners from the Witness, the Umngeni District Development Agency, otherwise known as UMEDA, the University of KwaZulu-Natal, and the South African Local Government Association. Partnerships are the lifeblood of progress in our municipality. We have come to realize that it is only through collaboration, through the forging of strong bonds between local government, other spheres of government, and the private sector, and increasingly the non-profit sector, that we can truly harness the potential and address the challenges that lie ahead. In the context of South Africa, many municipalities, no matter how efficiently run, are not financially viable. By this, I mean that the legal means of generating income do not allow a municipality to sufficiently fund service delivery and development. Legally, municipalities' primary mechanism for income is property tax, otherwise known as rates, and service charges such as water and electricity. With most of the population living in poverty with limited means of participating in the economy, the reliance on rates as an income is not a viable option. In uMngeni, the rates base contributes only 40 to 45% of our annual budget. The reliance on service charges in South Africa is also becoming a rapidly declining means of income for municipalities. Due to high unemployment, high cost of living, poor settlement planning, most households cannot afford to pay for water and electricity, and this is getting worse every day. At a national level, fiscal constraints have meant that local government receives only 9.3% of the national budget, and this includes the big metros. But despite this, local government is the coalface of service delivery. The first people that we go to when SAT doesn't work or the post office doesn't work are our mayors and our councillors, despite this being national competencies. In recent years, and more recently so, load shedding, policy uncertainty, geopolitical events, state capture, trade wars, and other events have led Treasury and the Finance Minister to implement budget cuts. And the hardest affected by these are municipalities, who have seen their grants cut. These grants are vital for infrastructure development. Meanwhile, the sun comes up every day, life must continue, and municipalities are expected to deliver to 100% of our people. It is with this climate that the uMngeni municipality must compete for resources and investment, while remembering our core constitutional mandate, and that is to deliver basic services in the most equitable manner possible. In other words, times are tough, but we must be resilient, innovative, and push the boundaries of what an independent sphere of government can do. In this remarkable journey, we must recognize that the bedrock of our success lies in leveraging our local assets. This region is blessed with abundant resources, both natural and human. It is our duty to harness these assets and catalyze economic growth, job creation, and improve the quality of life for all our residents. Our rivers, fertile lands, and cultural heritage are not just part of our identity, they are the building blocks of the future. However, the road to prosperity is paved with challenges, and to navigate the path successfully, we are required to create a stable political and administrative environment that provides certainty and strategic direction. We acknowledge the importance of consistency in policy, budgeting and regulations, which are essential for attracting and retaining investment. It is our commitment to provide this stability and foster an environment where businesses can thrive and investors can have confidence in the future. As we stand here today, we cannot ignore the vast challenges that we face as a nation and as a region. And we know this: poverty, inequality and unemployment. These challenges are not just statistics. They represent the aspirations and struggles of the people of uMngeni. It is our collective duty to tackle these issues head on, and we firmly believe that the partnerships that we aim to create are the key to these solutions. We need the private sector, which includes academia and NPOs, businesses alike, your expertise and your resources to drive economic growth and job creation. We need the guidance of other spheres of government to ensure that our policies align with national and provincial strategies, while at the same time pushing back against draconian or irrational decisions that undermine the developmental agenda of our region. We need the non-profit sector to work hand in hand with us to address the social challenges that often underpin economic hardships. The uMngeni municipality has been and continues to undergo a transformation from being an inward-focused institution to being an outward-focused institution. What this means is that we cannot simply exist to be peddlers and implementers of regulation. We must shift towards being partners for change and development. Our ethos and ethic must be for facilitating the ideas and dreams of the region and not simply compliance robots. I have said it before and I reiterate it again today. Clean audits are great, but in the context of local government, if we are not achieving service delivery, they mean nothing. Don't get me wrong, this does not mean that we must break the law or go rogue. However, it means that we must become more than just box-ticking robots to rather service delivery machines as our primary driver. To contextualize the way forward, the uMngeni municipality has an annual budget of 550 million rand and about 1.2 billion rand worth of assets, lands, vehicles, buildings, etc. Our cash coverage is stable at 1 month. Our employee-related costs sit at 28%, which is far under the 40% national threshold. Our collection rate hovers between 92 and 95%. While this 550 million may seem like a lot of money, when you take out all the critical expenses such as Eskom, which is about 130 million rand a year, salaries, 120 million rand, and others, such as water, operating costs, fuel, depreciation, all the things that make a business work, it leaves us with a very, very tight budget to support the 120,000 citizens and 1,500 square kilometers that we look after. Over the past 3 budget cycles, we've shifted large amounts of money towards capital procurement, recapitalization of infrastructure and maintenance. Our maintenance budget has increased from 2% to around 7%. Capital budgets have increased from 48 million to 68 million. And the bulk of this goes to electricity and roads. I'm not going to stand here and give you a budget speech, but it is important that you understand that we're putting our money where our mouth is. Please listen or read my budget speech from this year, and you'll see that it will outline how we are investing in the 5 key priorities that the municipal manager mentioned. This year, excitedly, we launched the MIDMAR program, the Municipal Infrastructure Development, Maintenance and Resilience Program. This program will see over 230 million rand invested in our infrastructure over the next 3 years. This includes electrical substations, roads, stormwater drainage, street lights, and importantly, taking some of our municipal buildings off of district water supply and Eskom electricity grids. Resilience. To support this investment, the municipality has and will continue to purchase plant and equipment. This is why I don't read my speech because I don't lose my place. Which will reduce the reliance on lengthy supply chain processes and hiring. We have already purchased 36 million rand worth of specialized equipment, which is at work all over the municipality. The latest of which was a 6 million rand bulldozer, which is working on the landfill site. Unseen to many is the Curry's Post landfill site, which is a critical part of our local economy. Many of us put our rubbish out every day and it disappears miraculously. That's where it goes. The landfill site receives household and business waste from across the Midlands and beyond. Keeping the site open and compliant is critical. We have invested a significant amount of money into rehabilitating the site and are finalising plans to open a new site, which will cost us no less than 20 million rand. In order for the municipality to make quick decisions and protect the institutions, our partners and our officials, we require solid policies. In this regard, the municipality has developed a number of policies and procedures aimed at supporting development and partnerships, and I'll outline a few. And these are important to note because this is your entry point as a partner with uMngeni municipality. Our LED or local economic development strategy that was approved by council aims to provide any investor or potential partner with a framework on where the municipality is going. This, in conjunction with our spatial development plan, is a guide to where development is desired in our municipality. And in this regard, we've seen a number of big developments approved, and the backlog in town planning approvals reduced, as well as appeals, which now sit at 0. We have launched a catalytic projects program. This program separates high value and high impact development and helps to fast track development approvals, including town planning, environmental and building approvals. Projects, both government and private, are given preferential treatment in order to see faster implementation and the realization of the spin-offs from completed projects. So for those of you who are in the development sector, who have big developments, please make sure that you are in contact with our planning department so that we can make sure that your developments get off the ground. An important part of our development toolkit is our improved incentives policy. This policy offers a wide range of discounts on electricity, refuse, and property tax or rates as an incentive for choosing uMngeni as your destination. Importantly, this policy recognizes both new and existing businesses. The uMngeni incentive policy offers incentives in key areas. Firstly, it looks at capital investment, and secondly, it looks at job creation. Businesses, new and existing, who aim to put capital into our area can receive annual discounts on their rates and services. Equally, those businesses that are perhaps not capital intensive and rather labour intensive can also qualify for discounts. You have a booklet on your desk. On page 25, it's detailed in there. The municipality has also left the door open for negotiations, recognizing that every development and every opportunity is unique. The municipality has also put in place a discretionary incentive, and there are businesses that are already benefiting from this. Our incentive policy focuses on key areas and nodes. This is also detailed in your booklet, from the Hague CBD to the N3 development corridor. We recognize the importance of diversifying our economy, while at the same time supporting those industries where we already maintain a competitive advantage. A new concept to our municipality, and that is the capital investment incentive. Like many municipalities, and as I've mentioned earlier, we face the challenge of competing priorities with limited capital to implement. This is compounded by a national fiscal situation as well as an increased cost of doing business. For municipalities to access capital is very difficult, but for the private sector it's a lot easier. But the municipality has introduced what we believe can assist us in partnering for progress. The capital investment incentive aims to leverage our rates base to support critical projects, and this comes in two forms. The first is special levies for specific infrastructure projects such as upgrading Main Street, widening the Howard Bridge, or upgrading the Nottingham Road CBD. And the second part, and the more exciting part, is partnering with the private sector in developing public infrastructure and then agreeing on repayment terms in the form of rates rebate and service rebates. As I've indicated before, our cash flow is good. However, access to capital is limited. By asking the private sector to invest in roads, parks, etc., and then paying them back through rates rebates, the municipality can strike a balance between long-term public gains and short-term capital outlay. As I begin to wrap up, the uMngeni municipality has a number of projects and programs that we are excited in implementing. The first of which has already been mentioned, is the Howard Falls upgrade, in partnership with the Mpumalanga District Development Agency. This project will see 5 million rand invested by the end of July next year, with another 5 million rand possibly in the pipeline. The new logo for the falls has been approved and will soon be revealed to the public, and designs for phase 1 of the revamp have been approved and are set to break ground by no later than 1 March 2024. The Nelson Mandela Capture Site, which we're at today, has already started with its upgrades. A new partnership with Togosan, the Apartheid Museum, and Tourism South Africa will see significant investment into this site, which continues to draw thousands of people to our region every month and every year. The municipality has improved the uMngeni Nodal Development Plan and is currently seeking funding to see our largest township become a development site. This will bring opportunities closer to our largest population centre. We are currently engaged in talks with Transnet to take over the old railway line in Hilton. This will see the development of the Hilton Rail Trail, a unique outdoor experience that locals and visitors can benefit from, themed around the old Hilton Railway line. The Howick CBD is a regional hub. We've already begun our operations to clean up, repair this area. Sidewalks, CCTV cameras, the utilization of the old taxi rank, solar lighting, load shedding, improved traffic lights, increased policing presence have all been implemented or in the implementation phase. Have a look at our budget for this financial year and you'll see some of the plans for them. An important decision that was taken last year and has begun to be implemented is yielding positive results. And that is to partner with academia, which is unusual for local government. We currently have partnerships with a number of universities and colleges, including the University of KwaZulu-Natal, Durban University of Technology, and more recently the Harvard University in the United States. We will be sending a delegation of 8 people next year and will receive a specialized waste management assistant to assist us with our programs. I'm very excited today to announce that last week, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, otherwise known as UNESCO, announced uMngeni Howick as one of the newest additions to the UNESCO Creative Cities Network. The UNESCO Creative Cities Network I think we're the second in province after eThekwini. The UNESCO Creative Cities Network was created in 2004 to promote cooperation with and among cities that have been identified or have identified creativity as a strategic factor for sustainable urban development. Almost 300 cities around the world, which currently make up the network, work together towards a common objective, placing creativity and culture as active parts of development, and will continue to leverage our position as an arts, culture and tourism destination with the aim of being the preferred destination for visitors in KwaZulu-Natal. Despite the challenges and despite the limitations, we are working to ensure that the long-term outlook for the uMngeni region, KZN Midlands, is sustainable and growing. Sometimes the decisions that we make are difficult. Everyone wants their potholes fixed. However, if we attack the backlog in a spray paint fashion, we will be wasting your money. Instead, we have to take tough decisions about where we resurface and where we invest your money. Everyone wants their street lights fixed, but it is pointless fixing obsolete technology instead of replacing it altogether. The aim, therefore, must be to show progress over time through day-by-day interventions. In conclusion, the theme of today's summit, an ecosystem of excellence, emphasizes the interconnectedness of our efforts to nurture business and attract investment. The prosperity of uMngeni municipality is intertwined with the success of our partners. Together, we can create an ecosystem where excellence flourishes, businesses thrive, and investments are attracted. I look forward to robust discussions, suggestions on how we can improve as the local authority, what the priority should be, and importantly, what this partnership looks like. And as the municipal manager said, challenge us, help us, guide us. I invite you all to engage in a fruitful discussion and forge new partnerships during the course of today. Let us leave here with a renewed commitment to uMngeni's progress, working together to build a bright future for all residents. Thank you, and may this inaugural summit be the beginning of a new time of prosperity for our beloved region. Thank you.